Take a look at this, guys. This is the new X5. It's an 8K 360 action camera. It shoots video and photos in every direction and promises to be one of the best you can buy. I'm taking a deep dive. I'm going to show you what comes inside the box. I'll take a close look at the camera itself, and then I'll show you the process of connecting it to your phone and setting it up for the first time. Tech it before you wreck it. What's up, geeks? You've probably seen some of the reviews of the new Insta360 X5 camera. This isn't so much a review as it is a deep dive. As I unbox this for the first time, I'll show you everything inside, and then we'll take a really close look at the camera itself. And if you hang out to the B side of this video, I'm going to show you how I connect this to my phone and some of the features that you can use on your phone when the X5 is connected. So let's get this over to the table and get this unboxed. In the box, here's the Insta360 X5 8K 360 action camera, as it says right there on the top of the box. You've got pictures of the camera itself with water splashing on it. That's because this can go underwater. It is waterproof. On the side, you've got 8K 360 video, dual 1.28-inch sensors, triple AI chip for superior low light. I'll have to test that. Shoot first, frame later, because it is a 360 camera. The invisible selfie stick effect and flow state stabilization, all some of the cool features. You've got active HDR video there. You've got a new wind guard for clearer audio, which is kind of interesting, should help. And again, waterproof up to 49 feet underwater is what they promise. AI powered editing, that's a feature in the app, and then auto backup to cloud. That does require a subscription plan. On the bottom here, Insta360 Think Bold, their slogan. On the back, you've got some simple lifestyle photos there, as well as a list of what's in the box. So you've got the X5 camera itself, a USB-C cable, the pouch, a lens cloth, a quick start guide, and a warranty card. We'll take a look at all that for ourselves. Other than that, just the usual customer service contact info. Let's get out our handy knife and slice this thing open. It's a nice heavy box, and it seems like it opens up like a book. And check that out. Nice job, Insta360. Every moment, any angle, no limits. And you've got like a little circle here, which I think that, let me check this. Yeah, I think that's designed to fit the lens bulge when you close the box. Very nice unboxing experience. Love it when you open it up and it's sort of presented to you, which is exactly what we have here. You get to see the camera right when you open up the box. And then, of course, you've got, looks like a little package here with the instruction manual. It says Think Bold. It's got a QR code and a little list of what you'll find at that QR code. So the camera itself, lifting it up, it's got some weight to it. I'm going to take a closer look at this in just a second, but first I do want to see what's inside this little box. Not going to worry about the QR code because we didn't come here for a QR code. We came here to unbox it. It's got a little nudge there, a little notch, and you stick your finger in there and pull it out. That's it for the box, though. Only 2 items in the box, the camera and then this additional little box with all the accessories. Ooh, you got the silica gel pack, keep things dry. Everything is inside little plastic bags that are sealed closed, even the instruction manuals. All right, so we've got a Flex Care card here talking about 1-year accidental damage coverage if you want to scan that QR code for more info. And some sort of little sticker. What are these things? Oh, that's interesting. It's a cleaning sticker for the microphone. So you use this to clean the little mesh microphone. Kind of an interesting addition here. It makes me wonder if we're going to need this. But again, nice they include this in the box. So if you do need to clean out that microphone grill, you've got it covered. Then some real stickers for your water bottle or your laptop. Insta360 Think Bold. You've got a pretty basic warranty card. You've got a quick start guide here, which has, looks like some very basic instructions on how to put the battery in, how to turn this thing on, where all the different components are, what all the different buttons do. Finally, the thickest of them all, the safety guidelines booklet in a bunch of different languages, really thick, and I'm likely not going to read a word of it. So this looks like it's the little pouch. Let's open this up, the protective pouch, which I love that they include this. A place to store your camera, a protective pouch to carry it with you, especially with those different lenses on the front and the back. It's good to have some sort of soft pouch to put that thing in when you're not using using it. Looks like there is some stuff inside the pouch. What do we have here? So first of all, taking a look at the pouch, it's pretty basic. It does have a little kind of kangaroo side pouch thing going on here, so you can stick your USB cable in there, or maybe a lens cloth or what have you, and then put the camera in the main section. Speaking of USB cable, it looks like they do include a USB cable, and I'll open this up. There it is. So this is a very simple USB-C cable to USB-C. Insta360 branded though, so it is actually a branded cable. Nice and thick, so you can get those fast transfers on USB 3.0 and whatnot. This looks to be like a cleaning cloth. Another nice addition. Yeah, I can feel it already. It's a super soft microfiber cloth, so you can clean the lens off on the camera. It's got the Insta360 Think Bold logo on there. All right, let's check out the camera itself, and there it is. You've got some helpful tips before use. Please use a micro SD card with speed classes UHS-1 and V30 or above. You've got to use a fast SD card. That makes sense. Then you've got some icons here. Points out where the battery is. The battery is right here on the slide in this slot, and the SD card must be inside of there as well. And then you've got a USB-C port on the side. Let me open this up. It's probably behind this door right here. And there it is. There's your USB-C port for charging and for transferring data over to the computer. You can see right there, it's a rubber gasket. That's part of the waterproofing, is to protect that USB-C port. On the side, you've got a power button. You've got your quick button, and then at the top here you've got a speaker, and that's one of the microphones right there. On the top, nothing going on there. This thing is bulky though. You've got another microphone on the other side over here, and then this is your compartment for your battery and your SD card. So you pull the battery out like that. The door is actually part of the battery component. Inside you can see all the different prongs and connectors and springs for this pretty sizable battery here. Nice how it's integrated and really kind of fits nicely into the camera. You've got a rubber seal there as well to keep water out, which helps to make this waterproof up to, again, almost 50 feet underwater. I want to show you inside here is where the SD card goes. In case you're looking for it, it's right there underneath the battery. They really snuck this thing in there, but you know, good spot. Let me grab an SD card and I'll show you exactly how it goes in there. So yeah, you take your SD card and you slide it right inside with the kind of the right face up, and it clips in there and springs in there, locks in there into place. You'll feel it when it's kind of in there properly. Then the battery goes on top of it. Line up the pins and that notch with the right side. The battery can only go in one way, and it clicks in just like that, and now you're good to go. Now, taking a look at the camera itself, let me take this protective film off of the lens. They've got a couple pieces of protective film on the lenses as well as the screen, and there's lens number 1. Pretty cool. That's kind of like the self-facing lens since the screen's on that side. And then this is lens number 2, which is the lens that's facing outward. But again, together these lenses, as you know, will create a 360-degree image with no gaps, and that's pretty cool. That's the lens. They're now replaceable. For the first time, you can replace those lenses. This piece of plastic is covering that new microphone, which is supposed to offer clearer sound. So you've got a microphone on each side, and then the microphone facing forward as well. So nice to have multiple microphones here. Got a LED light there, an indicator light, Insta360 X5 logo right there on the front next to the microphone. And then on the back, again, you've got that other camera lens. Looks like another microphone hole right there. You've got a couple of buttons here. One is a shutter button, one is a menu button, and we'll take that film off and reveal this nice touch screen. It's a nice large screen. You really can see what you're doing, which is pretty cool. So first thing they want you to do is pick your language. So we will select English and hit next. So right away, it's telling me to download the Insta360 app on my phone and connect this camera so I can get things set up. So I will get my phone and go through those steps for you. You're going to have to create an account and log into the app, but it will instantly recognize the camera. Here it is. It's got it recognized. It's connecting. Once you confirm that connection, you can see the first thing here, not a huge surprise, is it's offering a firmware update. So I'm going to go ahead and do that update so we can get this camera started up. So once the firmware is updated, we've got the camera now turned on, it is properly activated, and it's kind of running through some registration process here. It's offering 6 months of Insta360 Cloud. Remember, the cloud storage is all tied to a subscription, which is great if you want to do that, but not necessary to use the camera. So now I'm inside the app here, and I've got the camera turned on as well, and you can see I'm using my finger to move the perspective. It is, hey, there I am. It is shooting video in 360 degrees. Obviously, it's sitting on the blue mat here, so the one side of the video is going to be just the blue mat, but if I spin it around, as you can see, the other side is me. But that's how 360 video works. You get every single angle all the way around you, and inside the app you can actually pop up a live view of the camera. You can control most of the camera's controls and features inside the app and do all the same things in the app. This is a really well built app. If you've ever used the Insta360 app, it's great for editing these 360 videos, great for shooting these 360 videos, and it's almost like a larger version of the viewfinder right there on your phone. And look on the bottom here, you'll see all the different versions of how you can shoot video, star lapse, you've got burst, you've got interval shooting, you've got photo shooting, 360 photo shooting, standard video mode for video shooting, you've got what they call Insta frame shooting, you've got time shift shooting, time lapse shooting. There's a lot of options here. Next, we've got bullet time, if you've got that selfie stick that you can spin around. You've got, what's that say? Road mode, loop recording, 360 degree live mode. You can stream live. And then you've got what's called reframe live mode if you want to use it for a standard live stream. A lot of cool options on here. And now over to the interface on the camera itself. The touchscreen lets you do most of the same stuff that you just saw in the app right here on the touchscreen of the camera. So it jumps right into an option here telling me I can skip the intro and the outro of a video. I'm not sure exactly what that is. I'll have to dig into that a little bit. But you'll see it's got all the same modes that we saw inside the app. Interval mode, star lapse mode, loop recording, photo mode, video mode, etc., etc. Also, you can use a single lens mode. You can use this like a single lens camera or in 360 mode. But again, back to that live picture coming from the cameras themselves. You can see I can use my finger to reframe the shot depending on where I want to look. Even though I'm not physically turning the camera, that's the beauty of having a 360 degree camera. All right, so some of the menus you can access on this, swipe down from the top and you get kind of a bunch of settings, muting the speaker, for example. Those are your basic settings. You come up from the bottom and you can change the resolution, you can change HDR, you can change the format, you can also change the timer for shooting photos and whatnot. So that's when you swipe up from the bottom. And when you swipe over from the right side of the screen, you get some more basic settings for your exposure, etc., things like that. From the left, that's how you view things you've already shot. So for example, this is something that I already shot. Let me put it into 3D mode. There we go. Now we can move around and see this still photo that I shot earlier, and we're looking at it in 360 degrees. So it's nice now that you have this big screen, you can view your media and shoot your media and really control things right there in the palm of your hand on this new Insta360 X5. Throw a comment below. I want to know what questions you guys have about the X5 camera. My full review is coming soon here on the channel, so make sure you subscribe. I've got a lot more cool tech videos coming your way. Tech it before you wreck it. I'm Kirk.